morning in Toronto, Canada. This is Soricon, Canada, here today, and we will be doing Nejang. Okay, so to begin, we do the 7-point fire channel posture to prepare to control our 5 winds in order to do the 9 breaths to purify our 3 queen channels. Okay, so cross our legs to block the descending wind, protect our law energy, to also control our descending wind, pushing our back of our palms up to create the eagle wings, open our chest, straighten our spine to control the all-pervasive wind. Remember, your spine is like a stack of golden coins to support the fire accompanying wind located here, and the neck like a swan to control the ascending wind, and the tongue up, eyes looking past your nose to control the life-sustaining wind. And in this posture, we will visualize the twofold emptiness. Hola! This is your body looking in the mirror. The right side is red, the left side is white, and the center is blue. So imagine the central channel, the blue one, goes from the top of your head all the way down to your perineum. And then they connect 4 fingers below your navel. The both left and right channel connect to the central channel. Okay, so visualize that to your best of your ability. You are an empty shell, there's nothing inside, just luminescent light. Taking deep breaths in and out, taking clean air and exhaling dead air. Inhale one more time to prepare, and exhale completely. We'll do the 9 breath purification. Take the left hand to the left nostril, inhale rainbow light. Coming down, cleaning the right side, holding the breaths. And exhale, red smoke. Inhale, rainbow light. Now cleaning the left channel, going down, visualize it go down. Hold the breath, visualize it come up to the other channel. And exhale, white smoke. Inhale, rainbow light. Visualize cleaning all 3 channels, going down both sides. Hold the breath, watch it crisscross to the other side, and exhale, blue smoke. Left hand to the left nostril. Let's clean our 5 elements. Inhale, rainbow light. The right side has the fire element. Let's balance the fire element. Hold the breath, and exhale, red smoke, balancing the fire element. Inhale, rainbow light. This time, the left side, we're balancing the water and earth elements. Hold the breath, and exhale, white smoke, balancing water and earth in our bodies. Inhale, rainbow light. So now we're balancing the wind. Hold the breath, and exhale the wind element. So the space element is involved in everything. So in essence, you're cleaning everything. Left hand to left nostril. Inhale, rainbow light. Let's work on the emotions. On the right side is anger and aversion, hatred. Hold the breath. Release your anger, aversion, hatred. You can see little snakes coming out. Inhale, rainbow light. The left side is associated with ignorance and delusion. So we want to clear our ignorance. Hold the breath. And exhale, white smoke. Clearing ignorance, delusion. You can see little pigs come out if you're a visual person. Both hands, inhale, rainbow light. So in the center, let's clear attachment and desire. Hold the breath. Balancing attachment and desire. Exhale, blue smoke. And you can visualize roosters coming out. Let's do this one more time. Inhale rainbow light. So the right side associated with the humor bio. So in, I was going to say Italian. Hold the breath. It's Tibetan. It's tripa. Exhale. Inhale rainbow light. The left side's associated with the phlegm humor. So let's balance the phlegm humor. Hold the breath. And exhale white smoke, balancing the humor. Inhale rainbow light. And the central is the wind humor. Hold the breath. Let's balance the wind humor. And exhale, balancing the wind humor. Coming back into the 7-point Vajrayana posture, we will continue now to the primordial body, speech, and mind, chanting, breathing. So I will chant and you will breathe. So the body is the Om. So you can eventually visualize this nice white Om in your body. So someone asked me, do you, like, what are the symbols? When you inhale it into your body. This is just showing you where they live. So this one lives on the head. And then the primordial Ah is red in color. So when I chant Ah, you will transform the Ah, white Ah, into red, and you're going to expand it through your whole body, purifying your primordial speech. And Hong is blue in color, and it lives in the heart. So, but when I chant Om, you're going to exhale the blue and out. So Om, Hong, body, speech, mind. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Got it? Okay. So inhale. And exhale completely. Inhale the white Om. Om. Hold the red Ah. Ah. And exhale Hom. Om. Inhale Om. Om. Hold the Ah. Ah. And exhale the Hom. Om. Om. Three queen channels, your emotions, your humors, the elements in your body. Feel everything. Okay, so let's move on to the partial Vajra breathing, or Vajra breathing, Vajra holding. And you can imagine that there's a pot there, but you can just breathe into that area where the four fingers connect. And it helps to do a little swallow. I'm just going to adjust this camera, it looks a little crooked. And at the end, you're going to pull up the perineum to create a little pressure, and we're going to hold our breaths. Okay? We've been doing it for a minute. Let's keep doing it for a minute until we get a little more comfortable, and then we'll up it one day, or you can up it on your own practice. It was funny. It said 5 minutes before. I was like, we're not going to hold our breaths for 5 minutes. All right. Inhale in the 7-point Vajrayana posture. So you breathe out through the nose 30%, like that, and then we breathe right back in. For those who have trouble like breathing for a minute, you can, if you really need to, you can take a little inhale to keep you in the held breath. Also, if you want to do visualization, you can imagine the little pressure pot. So for those of you who want to a little rejuvenation, just concentrate on the little pot, and you can visualize maybe there's like a white dot. I think of it like a yin and yang dot, a ball in there, and if you focus your point on that and feel that you are getting the nutrients, so like the chulin means absorbing the essence of nature, right? So imagine that your body is being fed by the universal energy, then you might feel not hungry. It's good practice to do. And if you have Guru Yoga practice, you can visualize Yutok on the lotus, just anything to pass the time, especially when you're holding your breath much longer. Okay? Little tips here and there. Okay, so let's inhale to hold a breath. Okay, inhale. Yeah, especially those of you practicing intermittent fasting, if you're really hungry, just do this exercise, visualizing the pressure and also the point that where they meet, and yeah, it works. Just and then feel the nutrients of the energy, the I was gonna say chi, but yeah, chi, the energy into your body. Inhale to hold the breath. also have a friend who recommends doing like an inner smile when you're doing this. So when you're smiling on the inside, you're gonna feel the bliss. So in this exercise, you either feel bliss. Well, Dr. Nita said bliss is equal to heat, heat is equal to bliss. So that's another little good tip. Inhale to hold the breath. And again. And again. And again. One more time, okay? We can do this. Inhale, full breath. I hope everyone's okay and it's getting easier for everybody. Just send me some comments, just let me know how you've been doing with it and what experiences you've been having. I used to joke with my friends I was a part-time breatharian because I would do these exercises in lieu of eating like for 2 or 3 days a week, and it's very helpful. Dr. Nita says that, like, I think a lot of the serotonin is produced in the small intestines or the gut, and you produce the happy hormones, and if you're eating, it's harder for it to digest and work. So when it's free, then you feel very good. Okay, so today we have moving on from what we did yesterday. Yesterday we did the biohumor, and today we're doing the phlegm humor. I'm sorry, I just can't see where my feet are. There you go. Today we're doing the phlegm humor. So I got the 5 elements. You see, we start with space. So before we were born, it was just space. And then suddenly our consciousness came into the world. And then that's wind, and then fire, then water, then earth. So that's the direction of how we were made. And so from there, the 5 elements, we come from 5 elements. And this is just how it's showing you there's space in everything. So essentially, instead of from 5, it goes to 4 elements. And then from 4 elements, because they have everything, we have the phlegm that we're going to be talking about today, was created from water and earth. You see, those are the 2 heaviest elements here that creates the phlegm. So that's why I guess phlegm people are very, very solid, you see. And yesterday we talked about the bile, and then of course we did a lot of wind, but we haven't really talked about exactly what it is besides what the 5 are. And you can see that the wind and the phlegm becomes the lunar or cold, and then the fire is related to the sun. So that's how it comes to be. And so we'll be talking about the phlegm. And let me show you where the phlegm works. That's the wind, the phlegm. So this is where the location of the phlegm. You see all those parts? And the characteristics of phlegm, it's derived from the Tibetan words that stand for water and earth. It adjusts body and mind. It connects the joints, holding them together. So they're responsible for the connective tissues. It softens the skin, the tissues, the hair, and it maintains the body humidity. So anything that deals with liquids in the body, like the lymphatic system and bones. Okay? So the characteristics is oily, cold, heavy, slow, smooth, stable, sticky, connective. So when we talk about oily as opposed to yesterday's oily, this oily is very heavy, like fat, whereas yesterday's oily for the bile is more superficial. Okay, so starting from the sternum, or they call it the thorax. That's where the supporting phlegm is. So number 1, supporting phlegm, and it helps the other 4 phlegms. So remember, there's 5 winds, 5 biles, and now 5 phlegm. So that's the first phlegm. And then the next phlegm, it's in the stomach. So it's called the mixing phlegm, and it deals with the mechanical parts of the digestion. And then the next one is the taste, and it's located in the tongue. So that this helps you taste things, the different flavors. And then the phlegm of satisfaction, so it's in the head, and it helps you feel satisfied, and that, yeah, it satisfies through the senses. And the last one is connection phlegm, and that's located in all the joints. So you see all the joints there. So if any joint problem, bones, it's related to the phlegm. Okay, so now you know all 15. So from where's my tree of health, tree of sickness. So in the tree of health, the 5 winds, the 5 biles and the 5 phlegm. Now you all know what they are. You now know all the 7 constituents. You now know all the 3 excretions, the true fruits of long life and healthy life and long life, and then the 3 fruits. So now you know the whole side of this tree of health. Okay, so that means you know what to do. Okay, so let's go to the root tantra. I just want to share a few things about phlegm. And let's see, I hope I found it. So phlegm. What do we have here for phlegm? Okay, so the excess of bakken is the Tibetan word for phlegm, or pakken, whatever, features a decrease in body heat. So if you have a phlegm disorder, you feel cold, and indigestion, a sense of heaviness in the body, a pale complexion, lethargic, slackening of the limbs, excessive saliva and sputum, so you spit, heavy sleep and breathing problems. So that's very heavy. So if you look at, yes, I'm jumping everywhere. Can you tell I'm a wind disposition, yeah? Where is it? I had it here. There was I closed it. Anyways, there was a picture of, in Dr. Nita's book, of the different doshas, the different topology, and I don't have it here right now, and I don't like. Okay. Yes, I found it. See, these are the stereotypical types. So that's a stereotypical type of lung. And yesterday we did bile, a stereotypical person, and today it's phlegm. A stereotypical person of a phlegm, a person is very heavy. They're just naturally. But their superpower is that they're very stable, and they're a good person to rely on. So now we go and see a deficiency in the bakken. Deficiency in bakken leads to emptiness in its receptive site, dizziness, a trembling of the heart, and laxness of the joints. And so now we have these signs and symptoms of a disturbed bakken. So how do you tell that someone has a phlegm disorder? It includes a sullen and weak, slow pulse. So remember, one of the diagnostics is the pulse reading, and so we're feeling the pulse, and it feels sullen, like weak, and slow. It's for bakken. And then the urine analysis, you'll see that the urine is white and has less odor and steam. So when it smells, it's a sign of the bile, but this has no smell and less steam as well. Loss of sense of taste, because one of the taste bakken, one of the 5 phlegms is the taste. Paleness of the tongue and gums, whitening of the sclera, so the eyes is kind of white, and a swollen face, excessive nasal discharge and sputum, a confused mind, heaviness in the mind and body, a loss of appetite, loss of body heat, a poor digestion, pain around the kidneys and waist, swelling of the body, development of goiter, presence of undigested food and mucus in the stool, or vomitus, I guess your vomit if you throw up, and unclear memory, heavy sleep, lethargy, itchy, tightness and stiffness of the joints, weight gain and procrastination. The problem becomes more apparent during the monsoon, at dusk, and in the morning, and immediately after eating. So it's the heaviness that they feel. Okay, so this is from this book. Then from Dr. Nita, we talk about water and earth is related to, water is related to the kidneys, and earth is related to the spleen. And so in Dr. Nita's Book of Health, we have kidneys here. The kidneys is affected by water, both internally and externally. Therefore, a disease in the urinary tract, as well as the degenerative joint diseases, also have a cold nature. So it will get worse in the winter, especially if we consume food and drinks that have cold nature. So yeah, don't go cold with cold. It's very, very difficult. So avoid like raw food and stuff. Just cook warm food during the winter time. And for the spleen, so the stomach and spleen are the same line. Where's the stomach and spleen? Yes, see? Stomach and spleen. Stomach is just the hollow organ, and spleen is a solid organ. So stomach and spleen are influenced by earth. Thus, if during the 18 days of a period of transition, so we have 4 seasons, but in between the seasons, there are 18 days, they call it the transition time, and that's where the earth element is strongest. We are immoderate. If we are immoderate during the transition time, when consuming heavy foods, we will create a general state of fatigue, which will lead to true spleen and gastric diseases. So that's from Dr. Nita's book. And I know I have so much to share with you. Oh my goodness. So remember, I wanted to share with you this 6 good substances. So for kidneys, one of the 6 good substances is cardamom. So I've been making soup with cardamom, and they're very tasty. It's very good. And then for spleen is black cardamom. So this is black cardamom. It's good for the spleen. And yeah, you just use it in your cooking, and it will help your kidneys and your spleen, like that. Or you can make a tea, and that's very good too. So just very quickly going to the ears, because the ears represents the kidneys. Some tips from diagnostic, very quick, because we got so much to do. Oh my goodness. So if you feel that your ears are soft, it indicates a calm and relaxed mind. So you can all touch your ears just to see, is it soft? And if it's hard, it indicates an inner emotional blocks. So that's why we massage our ears to soften them and to release all those emotions. So if they're white and soft, it indicates tranquility, that the mind is calm and relaxed, and also it indicates phlegm too. And if the ears are hard, rough, and very painful, that means there's wind energy that's blocked. So we need to massage that. And if it's red and hot to the touch, that indicates bile. So you got a lot of heat, and it can mean you have some repressed anger or frustration. So yeah, I can touch your children's ears and see how they are. And then now we move to the spleen. Just quickly the spleen. Because spleen is earth, so check your lips. So the top part represents stomach, bottom part represents spleen. So for example, if you have like a chapped upper lips, it just means the heat in the stomach. So if you see splitting and that the split has like moist or serious serum on them, then it shows that excess phlegm in the stomach. And if it curls, I don't know how it curls, it means it has excess wind. So just looking at your lips, you can kind of tell some things about your organs. Okay, so that's that. And if you wanted to know about external therapies, we are doing for phlegm. The best medicine for phlegm is heat and physical activity. So very vigorous activity to get the body moving is very good for phlegm. So one of the heat therapies is called moxibustion. So I got a moxa. It's made from mungwort, and you can use an incense sometimes. And you just fire up the incense, for example, like so. And so for example, one of the phlegm point is here. And then so what you would do, you would go close to feel the heat, and you can go oma home, oma home, oma home, oma home, oma home, oma home, oma home. Press. You could go oma home, count 7 times, and then go back in, oma home. Like if it's hot, you put it until okay, I feel the heat, and then press oma home, oma home, oma home. This is the moxa, and that's good. Very good for phlegm, because phlegm people are cold, or phlegm is cold in nature, so heat is a good solution. But today we do Nejang, but I also want to share with you the points. So one of the best points, you see the head, they have an internal gate. So remember, you can do, I guess, 4 fingers. had like, so there's different ways of measuring where the crown is. One of the way is 4 fingers, 4 fingers, 4 fingers, 12 fingers. To the center is the point. You can do your thumb to the third finger, and then you just basically move along the center line to feel where the crown is. From there, you got the center, and there's the 5 internal gates, so that means the 4 directions, okay? So then you feel 2 fingers of yours, then that's 1, and then 2, and then on each side. They call it a chen, even in Chinese it's chen. So 2 fingers is a chen, as a measurement. And then you use your moxa, put the fire, and you moxa the crown point. So one of the exercises, number 6. Remember, we're doing number 6, and it calms all the 5 winds, because the wind, it helps the water move. So this would help move the points. So that's one of the recommended points. And also, let's see here, they recommend for phlegm disorders, the life channels is life channels, but I would like to show you the first 3 points. The first 3 points are very, very important, because how do you find the first point? The first point is very easy. The first point is called in Western medicine it's called C7. So if you see, I know my tag is you see the biggest point? So if you touch your neck and you move up and down, it shouldn't move. So that's the biggest cervical vertebrae. So that's, in Western medicine, is a cervical vertebrae number 1. In Tibetan medicine, that is recounted as the first vertebrae. And someone wanted to know a little bit about kuni massage. Yeah, so we learn about each and individual vertebrae in the body and what it represents. So if you touch that right now and you rub it, does it feel sore? If it feels sore, that means there's an imbalance in your wind. So the wind humor is imbalanced. You want to massage that. You could put the moxa on that too, because wind is cold. And then move down to your next vertebrae. So moving down to next vertebrae is Tibetan vertebrae number 2, and that is the bile. So if you touch that and you massage it and you feel it sore, that means indicates an imbalance in your bile. So you move down to the further, and that is what we're working on today. Oh, it's a little sore. So that is the vertebrae of the phlegm humour. So you would take your moxa, go on to the 3rd vertebrae, and warm it up. Okay? So that is good. And also, next I want to share with you, remember the point number 5 I just showed you is right here. That helps with phlegm disorders, and also number 11, which is down where the xiphoid process is. There's 3 points. So just where the ribs meet down there, there's 3 points there. You can do moxa there as well. So moxa, moxa, the 3rd point, and then the 5 internal gates. Those are very good points to help with phlegm disorders. Okay, so now we're gonna do Nejang. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry if I talk too much today. It's just when I was looking it up, it seems like it was almost everything. But we'll do it go through it quickly, and I'll share with you that points, because the phlegm has both water and earth. That's why it's so heavy. The wind only has 1, wind, and then the bile only has 1, fire. But phlegm has water and earth, so there's a lot of things we have to take care of. That's why phlegm people are special. Okay, good. So I hope you like the little theory. So we're going to go through very quickly. Number 1. Nejang number 1 is the ears. We're going to go and do the ears, because the ears balance the kidney. And Western medicine, why the ears is good for the bones, because it's good for the bones because the kidneys, it activates vitamin D, so to help with the balance of phosphate and calcium. And with vitamin D, that's how your body absorbs the calcium. So if your kidneys aren't working so well, it can't activate the vitamin D, and it helps, then your bones aren't so good. Okay? So that's why it's good for bones. So, and this exercise is good for strengthening your urinary bladder, and regulates your reproductive organs, and of course balance the phlegm humor. So let's inhale. We'll do it 21 times and exhale. Inhale. Okay, that's Nejang number 1. Moving on to Nejang number 3, we're gonna massage our nose. So from the top all the way, the whole nose. At the end, you want to squeeze your nose because that's good for the stomach. And flick out. That's 21 and 21. Inhale. Okay, moving on. Nejang exercise number 5. The reason why I chose this also, it's good to balance your abdominal bloating, so that stomach and spleen energies. And also, the phlegm lives in the head. So anything with the head exercises, it helps with the phlegm. Inhale, so we're going to go head up and down 21 times. If you have neck problems, don't do it so fast, maybe do 7 very, very slow. Inhale. Everyone good? Okay. So the next one I have is number 6. So remember the crown that we were talking about earlier? So you're gonna, this helps help the joints contract and extend. So remember the phlegm is located in the joints. So we want to help with that. So let's do 21 times in one breath. Inhale. Okay, number 7, we're going to strengthen the kidney and the spleen. So we're going to massage our heads that way and then massage. So we're creating heat first, especially for the phlegm people need heat, and then massage. We'll do 21, 21, and then exhale. So inhale to hold the breath. Okay, number 8. Number 8 helps heal bones. So when you're doing this, you hold like this and you push to the bone and move, okay? So it's not rubbing the skin. You push to the bone and you actually move to the bone. So it helps bones. We'll do it 21 times each. Inhale. Okay, so number 9. Number 9 is good for tooth problems. So tooth is also bone, so we'll do here, looking left and right. We'll do it 21 times. If you have neck issues, if you want to do 7 times very slow, you can do it that way. So let's inhale for 21. Okay, how does that feel? And number 11 is next. So 11 helps kidneys and spleen on if you do it on the left side. So you know the stomach and spleen's on the left side. So if you do the exercise on the left, it's good for the spleen. But if you do, like, we have 2 kidneys, so we got good both sides. So let's do it the fast way. So we're going to massage that point. There's a sore point around that area. So massage it 21 times, and then make sure you get everything 21 times. So the lymphatic system. Okay? Inhale. Okay, that's good. Number 13, we're going to do the upper leg and stomach, because we are dealing with the earth energy. So inhale, we can do, let's do 7 times, okay? So 7 times one way, 7 times the other way, and then exhale. So inhale to hold the breath. Again, inhale. One more time. This time at the end, we will pump our stomach. We'll pump our stomach 7 times, okay? At the end of the turn. Inhale. Okay, so hope everyone's good. Day by day easier. Thanks. Gracias. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yeah, the more you practice, the easier it gets. So next, I have here number 14. So 14 is the spleen. You can press your lips and open wide. So stomach and spleen for number 14. Okay, we'll just do it 21 times. Inhale. Yeah, look funny. It's okay. I'm helping my spleen and stomach. So number 16 is good for constipation and difficult urination. So, okay, I just gotta see, even I have to switch sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna do 16. I like to call it like you're a bird, you know, in taking a shower. So it's shaking, 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 it's shaking. So that shaking, shaking, shaking is good for constipation and difficulty urination. So that's related to urinary bladder and kidneys. So we'll do 7, and on the 7th time when we're going down, we're going to do the Ha mantra. So, okay, on the 7th time, we'll do this 7 times straight. Inhale to start. Inhale again. Okay, so sometimes in the book it said you can do a little bep. So after you come down, you said jump, like you jump to your bum. So down and then like this a little bit if you want to try that. One more time, inhale. Okay, so this one's fun. That's number 16. Number 17, it regulates your lower excretions, like also urine and stuff. So let's do that. Remember, you have options. You can just push down your legs like this. That's option number whatever. I don't know what number it is. There's this one here. You can choose to do that way. You can choose to do this way. You can choose to lie down. Ooh. This way. Up to you. I just do what Dr. Nita taught me a long time ago. This is grabbing your toes and then just going up this way. Okay, so take your pick. We'll do 21 times. Inhale. Number 18. So 18 is good for stomach cramps, increased metabolic heat, good for constipation, and stimulates the phlegm humor. So same thing, this number 18, you're going to squeeze your anus, squeeze and pull up because it's good for the pelvic floor. It strengthens that so nothing falls down. So you're going to do that. Your option is, so when we're holding our breath, you can just squeeze, 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 or you can, if it's easier to notice, you can just bounce, okay? So I'm going to bounce because you can see me visually, but you can just stay there and squeeze your anus if you choose to. We'll do it 21 times. Inhale. Yeah, because like we hold our emotions there, so if you bounce on your bum, just shake your bum, whatever, we can release the emotions. It's part of the kidney points are there too. That's good for your kidneys. Number 19, so it helps kidneys, menstruation, and joint pain. We're going to hold our breath and just massage. So we're going to first give heat, massage, and then tap. It's working. I just burped. So, okay, so we hold our breath, inhale, inhale to hold our breath. Okay, so that's 19. 20, it balances the kidneys. So it's the calf muscles. Remember, there's like a fear point around there. It could be very tender on people. So if you're scared, because you can rub this part. So we're going to hold our breath, we rub, massage, and tap 21 times, okay? Inhale. Number 22. So this is for belly. So increased metabolic heat strengthens your digestion. It helps promote proper excretions. So you can do a wave. You can just visualize the wave, so you don't have to do like a figure eight or anything. Whatever you can to make your wave is just an idea I share with you. So. See? So really move that, or even try to push out your belly again. Looks like a wave, right? Okay. So it's practice. Take some practice. So we'll do 21 times one way and the other way. If you can't, you could do 7 times slowly. Whatever is good for you. Okay. Inhale to hold the breath. Okay, let's do one. We'll hold our breath, and we're just going to pump in and out. We'll do it 21 times, okay? Inhale to hold the breath. Okay, and then number 23. 23 helps with problems of phlegm, humor, and digestive problems. So 23 is one of my favorite ones. It's the one that actually has a nickname like number 16. It's called tiger vomiting. So if you want to sit in this posture, you just do your cat-cow and sitting like that. So you're moving like your midsection here, right? And then on the 7th one, you do the Ha mantra. You get rid of the stagnant and energy and dead energy. Or you can go on all fours, like so, and then up and down. And on the 7th one, take your pick. Inhale to hold the breath. We'll do this 3 times 7. Inhale. Inhale again. Hi, and back. And one more time. Inhale. Okay, so that's 23, and I thought to do number 24 because the best thing for phlegm is applying heat and physical activity, and number 24 is very, very active. So that will be the last Nejang exercise we do. So I'll give you the order. So we're going to clap our hands, create the heat. We'll start with our face 3 times, top of our head 3 times, back of our head 3 times, our neck 3 times, shoulders 3 times, the back, lower back 3 times, and then we extend our legs and go all the way down 3 times to cover the whole leg, and then the other side 3 times, and then up and down here 3 times for women. Some women, maybe it's easier to do just the breast first and then the lower part, or just the whole thing, and then the ribs 3 times, and then the arms 3 times, okay? And we do it fast. Inhale. You have a choice between the or that one. It's just nice to end with that too. Inhale again. Of course, we can do the standing up. I hope my camera doesn't kill me. Let's do the standing up. We got it. Alright, let's see. Standing up. Inhale to hold the breath. Inhale. Get all that moving, especially the phlegm. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's lesson. So we covered everything on the tree of health. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Spasiba. And yeah, see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you have any questions, any requests, any feedback, how you feel, how the exercise did good for you, and if you're how long you can hold your breath for. I would like to know. Okay. Take care. See you 9 a.m. Toronto time. Bye.